Alright guys, welcome back to the first update on Tropical Cyclone 23P, which has formed in the South Pacific Basin today, north of New Caledonia, expected to go very near that island. You can see in the satellite imagery, it is south of the island at the minute, bringing looks like some pretty bad showers to New Caledonia. But this formed, Fiji Meteorology Service have not yet named this. But I expect they will very soon name this into the next name, which I'm not entirely sure what it is, but you'll see in the next update. Currently with winds of 45 miles an hour, which is 39 knots, a pressure of 997 millibars, and it is moving south at 5 miles per hour. So it does have Category 1 sustained winds now on the Australian scale, and it is a tropical storm on the Saffir-Simpson hurricane wind scale. Taking a look at the JTWC forecast cone, you can see right now they have it at 40 knots, which equivalates to 46 miles per hour. So essentially, pretty much the same. And expected it to get 65 knots, so that is over 75 miles an hour, I believe, before going very near New Caledonia, it looks like. Actually, extremely near New Caledonia. Could make landfall on that island. Before speeding off, looks like towards the New Zealand area. So it looks like there's not much really in the way of this storm apart from New Caledonia. Taking a look at the Fiji meteorology cone, you can see right now they have it a tropical low. They're expecting it to become a Cat 1 very soon, but it has already done that. Expecting it to become a Cat 2 on the Australian scale before going extremely near New Caledonia there. Maybe even making landfall there. And you can see those red winds, very powerful winds going over New Caledonia. And it looks like they will go near the capital of Noumea before going towards New Zealand yet again. So it's a similar story, really. Both of the JTWC and the Fiji Met cones, they're going a similar direction. So it looks like certainty is pretty high, but the storm could go anywhere where this cone is. So New Caledonia is the nearest land threat as of now. Taking a look at the true colour zoomed out imagery, and you can see this storm has had a low level circulation for around the last 12 to 24 hours now. But that really started to get apparent when I woken up this morning, and I believe then the storm had winds of 35 knots. And I was on there then, but I didn't have enough time. But you can see that really well-defined swell with some good convection blowing up on the northern and southern sides. Western side a bit weak at the minute. It should hopefully though try and patch that over. When I say hopefully, I mean hopefully it doesn't, because then it will become a lot stronger if it does. Taking a look at the IR shortwave imagery, and you can see that western side isn't looking great, but you can see the eastern side, northern, southern side are looking pretty good, as it is bringing, of course, showers there to Vanuatu, New Caledonia, and the very high cloud tops in the middle, I believe getting to around minus 95 degrees, which are very cold, especially for the time of year, actually. And especially for where it's formed, it is very cold cloud tops for this storm. Taking a look at the IR imagery, and you can see a very well defined swirl there. You can see really well defined. It looks like it has two centers, but it only has one. It has some really good convection though, and you can see those cloud tops are more significant on the northern side, getting up to minus 95, to around minus 95 degrees in some areas on the northern side. But this storm will intensify, will most likely get to at least 60 miles per hour from my analysis. Higher, possibly. JTWC are going with 65 knots, which I believe correlates to around 70, maybe a bit higher, miles per hour. So that could be a threat for New Caledonia. You can see the storm right now moving south at the minute. Quite slow moving, as you can see. Anyway, thank you for watching this update on Tropical Cyclone 23P. Will be a threat for New Caledonia, especially near Noumea and the northern part of New Caledonia. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this update, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.